here is my little snack. Now, I don't eat the whole 6. There's 6 crackers in here. So I don't eat all 6 at one time. But, and here's what you're going to be looking at on everything that you buy. You're going to look at that. There is sugar in here, 4 grams, for this whole packet. So, like, I'll only have 2 or 3, usually 3. I'll split this up. And I'll have 3 crackers now and some juice, and later on I'll have more. And so this is 180 calories for all 6, so 90 for 3. And it has everything in there, so you can look and see, make sure you stay on your diet. But these are a great snack. They have the peanut butter ones, and then you have the cheese with the cheese on the inside. And I stay away from dairy and cheese, so that's why I get the peanut butter. And peanut butter is protein, so that's why I get that. Okay, so what you do is get yourself a notebook, like a spiral notebook or a tablet of some sort, and break it up like 7 days a week. You know, so that you know you're going to have to, when you go out shopping, you're going to have to get food for 7 days. So, some people love to cook, some people don't. And if you don't like to cook, you'll probably choose different things, which is fine. Do whatever, you know, you want to do. So, just that you plan your meals and get your snacks. Make sure you have a lot of snacks. I like to buy apple juice, fruit cups, Jello cups, the different crackers, Ritz. I'll get saltines. I'll get the kind with the peanut butter in. Graham crackers are great. I always have graham crackers around, and I like to put butter on the graham crackers, and I make them up so that I don't have those every day, but I like them. And the one with the cinnamon on is good too. Now there's sugars in there because it's, I think, cinnamon and sugar, but you can read on the box, and you are allowed to have some, it's just not a lot. So, and you're basing your calories on somewhere around 1,200 to 1,400 a day. It doesn't mean if you have 1,600 calories in a day that you're gonna, like, you know, croak or something. That's not exactly what I mean to say. You can have your days where you're gonna consume more calories, but, and if you're not exercising or working those calories off, you might gain a pound or 2 on the scale. If you don't want that, you kind of got to stay within your 12 to 1,400 and do the same exercises that you always do. I have a treadmill, and I only get on it like 3 times a week. So, and I only do like 20 minutes, but that's because I have other issues, and that's what I can do. But if you don't have other things wrong, then you can maybe do 45 minutes. But whatever it is that you do it like all the time. And if you skip a day or whatever, that's fine. There's no problem with that. If you go to a gym, just do your same thing that you do all the time. If you do more or if you do less, that might affect how you feel. Now, my routine is pretty much the same all the time. So it's 20 minutes on the treadmill, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that's it. I don't do any more than that or any less anymore. If I happen to skip a day, it's like, oh well. And so I don't, you know, fuss over it or anything. I might be gone all day on a Wednesday, and I won't get on the treadmill. But I'll figure that wherever I've gone that day, I've done as much walking as I did on the treadmill. So kind of evens out. So it's just kind of common sense a little bit that way. But so you get yourself things that you like to eat. Then you have your bananas, apples. Now oranges are high in sugar. Oranges don't always get along with me very well because I have other problems. I have diverticulitis too, or diverticulosis is what it is. But sometimes if it gets inflamed and from what I eat, then I'm in trouble. So oranges and tangerines they don't work out really well for me as having a lot in my diet. I could have one, but then I should not have one for the rest of the week. It's have a little bit or have a half an orange. Like I could split it with my husband, give him the other half. Most people can eat a whole orange and not have any problems at all. It's just, who you are, how your body is, and you do adjustments to it. So when I buy oranges, I know I'm only going to eat half and give my husband the other half. So, but you have fruit, apples, grapes. Grapes are a little high in sugar too, so just have a small handful. That's a snack. Half a banana is a snack. Then eat the other half. Wrap it up in plastic wrap and eat the other half the next day, or put it in the freezer, and you can make a smoothie with that other half. So smoothies are good too. Protein shakes. You can buy the protein powder at Walmart or any store actually, but I buy it at Walmart, and you can make yourself a smoothie, and that's a snack. So some blueberries, some strawberries, whatever you like. You just throw it in the blender and make a snack. So you can buy snacks. You can buy the Glucerna or Slim Fast, and I don't work for any of these companies. I'm just saying, go down the snack aisle, and you can buy the different drinks. So be careful what you buy. Make sure the sugar is low. And what you do want to do is have protein. So peanut butter is good, like peanut butter on a cracker is good. So there's all sorts of different snacks you can make. Now the 6 meals a day, so 3 are snacks and 3 are meals, and so you write down your calories, the foods that you like, and that's where the notebook comes in. And it's something to do like at night or on a rainy day or when you have time. Just sit down and jot down and get a calorie, one of those little calorie books. They have them at the supermarket where you check out on or in the magazine section. But you can find out how much calories are in your different foods, and if they're in the foods that you like, then you would write that down. And after doing it over and over and over, you'll know which calories or what food to write down for your supper meal. Okay, so potatoes, white potatoes. I never met a potato I didn't like. It doesn't matter how you fix them. I like potato in all ways. But potatoes is starch. Starch makes sugar. So, you're getting into where you're basically keeping track of your carbohydrates. They have the different diets like the Atkins and all that are low carbohydrate diets. You need carbohydrates, but you should get them from your vegetables as opposed to get it from sugar. And so breads and potatoes and things like that make starch, make sugar. So, and that's where your sugar will spike. But, you'll be all right. It's just you might feel a little goofy, but you'll be all right, and you'll know that your sugar is a little high. But it will come down. If you watch my other videos, like I almost expect it to sometimes, because I know what I ate, and I know that if I have mashed potatoes and gravy, or if I have a baked potato with sour cream and all the works on there, I know my sugar is going to go up. But, the Metformin that I take helps to take that sugar and utilize it better. With type 2 diabetes that I have, I make my own insulin. And insulin is made, so let me tell you about insulin is made in the pancreas, in the islets of Langerhans. That's where your insulin is made. And it goes to your liver, and it's used when we eat. So it's like on demand. You can kind of think of it that way. As you eat, your insulin is used to break down your foods and take and nourish all your cells and go through your bloodstream. Okay, with type 2 diabetes, I have my insulin, but my body just doesn't know what to do with it. So that's why when you take metformin, it helps to release the insulin like over a period of time, like it should. Like normally, it would. On somebody that didn't have diabetes, your insulin is made and it's used, like I said, on demand, and then um, it just goes by however your body's using it. So that's why, I should say, needing it. And then so when I was younger, so I worked 3 to 11 shift when I was like 20, or actually it was 4 to 12. And then later on, I worked night shift, 11 to 7 nights. Now that throws your body off a whole lot because while you're up working, everybody else is sleeping. So you're up working and looking back on all those nights, it was just coffee, coffee, coffee all night long. And you don't really eat that well. You maybe garbage food, potato chips, donuts, things like that. Just bad eating habits. But then you come home and you go to bed and you sleep all day, and then when you get up, everybody else wants a supper kind of a meal, and you're just getting up and thinking breakfast. So it's kind of sort of all messed up. I did that for many, many, many years. I worked that shift and then went to nursing school. And then I still didn't eat right even after nursing school when you go through nutrition and all that stuff. I still didn't really eat right. I've always been not a picky eater. I like a lot of things, but I've never been disciplined, like as far as, have your breakfast, have your snacks, and everything in moderation, as they say. So I never lived that way, and that's might be why I have diabetes. The other reason is my grandmother was a diabetic, but she was insulin dependent, meaning that her pancreas didn't make insulin at all, and you need insulin to break down the food. You need it in your blood system to take to all your organs and cells and all that, so you need it. But anyways, she gave herself shots, injections, and I'm lucky, even though it's hereditary, I'm lucky that I don't have to do the shots. I can just do the pills. Now, if you want to talk to somebody else that does the injections and gives themselves shots every day, they have type 1 diabetes. They're insulin dependent, meaning they have to take the insulin that's prescribed for them. It could be synthetic, man-made, or it can come from the pigs, like some of it does. But they have to take it that way because their body just does not make any insulin whatsoever. So I'm lucky because my body does make it. It's just as I am confused half the time. It just doesn't know what to do with it. So when I eat, it just doesn't know to release it, and that I need it for my food, for the breakdown of my food. So with taking metformin, that helps that because it tells my pancreas and liver what to do. So, okay, back to foods. So figure out what you like, and then go and figure out the calories. Staying between 12 and 1400 is good. And like I said, if you go off of it, that's not like a big catastrophe. Just the next day, get back on it again. And that's not a big deal. But it's just getting foods that you like and getting snacks. But it's all sitting down and getting a little log and making yourself out the foods that you like, and that's going to lead you into making out menus. And then you can jot down the different foods and make sure that you take that list with you, and when you go get groceries and get your items there on the list. Vegetables, fruits, a lot of like asparagus if you like, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, all those, lettuce salad. And that's another thing with going out to eat. You're always safe by getting one of those salads with everything on it. And so if you don't know what to eat and you've gone to a restaurant that like nothing on the menu is really what you should be eating, there's one thing that's always safe, and that's a big chef salad, or a salad with the chicken on top, or things like that. So those are always safe things to eat when you go out. And chicken is always good. So chicken and turkey, your poultry, that's always good. So you can pretty much make out a pretty good menu. Like making out menu, like getting turkey or chicken and the little like the the breast part of the chicken, you can cut that in strips, and the tenderloin, I guess, or the part where they make the chicken fingers from, that part of the breast. Sometimes you can find it already cut in strips already, and then you just fry that up with some onion and whatever, and put that on top of a salad. It works for me just to get a big dinner plate. Put your lettuce on there and your olives and your whatever it is that you like. If you don't like olives, then don't. But if you like chickpeas and some chicken that you bought and cut up, and maybe some garlic and onion and whatever, and just pile that thing right up and just make it a huge salad. It'll take you like 45 minutes to eat the darn thing because it's just so huge. But or you can make half of it and then do like cottage cheese and a thing of peaches or a thing of pears or whatever, and you can make yourself a really nice salad. And you can do that like a couple times a week, and that will fill you right up. So the main thing is sitting down and figuring what foods you like, and then figuring out your menu. Like on Monday, you'll make this, this, and this, and then Tuesday, same thing. Like plan your days, and then so beef. If you're if you're a vegetarian, then you already know to substitute your meat proteins for beans, legumes, and things like that to get your veggie burgers and stuff like that. But you already know all that. But just to get started, and then it's kind of repetitive after that. It's like over and over and over the same thing. It's just swapping out. Instead of having chicken today, you might have pork chops, or instead of having hamburger tomorrow, you might have turkey burger. It's just swapping out different things that you like, and you don't have to work on it all in one day. You can just kind of like make a log, things that you like, and always have like 2 vegetables and a meat. And for me, like I was saying earlier, I never met a potato I didn't like. But potato, I learned early on that spikes my blood sugar. So I have potato, a white potato, like a baked potato or mashed potato. I have that only once a week. But during the week, I might have sweet potato or sweet potato fries. And sweet potato is more healthier for you than white potato. And I can do any kind of potato. So, and if there's another day that I happen to do French fries, then that's fine too. I might just go over a little bit, but basically you're still fine. It's not that you can't have anything ever. That's not it. You just have to space it out, and even if you do have extra potato, like I said, I know I'm going to make potato once a week, and that white potato, and I know I'm going to make sweet potato once a week. So there's 2 days out of the week. And if there's another day that I have French fries, that's fine too. It's just that my sugar might go up and down a little bit, but basically I'm fine. I'm still walking and talking and breathing, so it's not like a big catastrophe or something. Yesterday I didn't have any potato, and I felt rotten yesterday. It's not, my head was woozy, and I just felt tired, and cranky, and all the good stuff. I just had an off day, and it wasn't because I ate potato. I don't know really why it was. It just was. So you just get that, and it's okay. Tomorrow will be better, and so I just want to tell you. So the the different food groups. Just sit down and try to figure out the things that you like. If you have to buy them already, like Weight Watchers or Lean Cuisines or whatever is the name of them, that they're lower in calories. If you want to buy them, I have them on hand just on the day that it's just that kind of a day, and I'm going to pop that in a microwave, and I am going to eat it. So, I mean, you have to eat, so you have to have things on hand and buy things for the freezer that are like Lean Cuisine or Healthy Choice or Weight Watchers or whatever are the things out there. But buy them and have them on hand. And if you like them a whole lot, then plan your menu around that. Just look on the back side, see what the calories are and the sugar, and just go from there. And you'll be able to make yourself a nice menu. And for like at least 90% of the time, you'll eat the way you're supposed to, and that other little bit is, you'll be fine. Just stay away from sugars and things like that, and test your glucose. Make sure you have a tester, and then you'll know how you feel even without testing. I can just tell how I feel, and I don't even have to test. So, but that's because I've had diabetes for a couple years. So, but anyway, I'm going to do a thing about glucose next on my next video. So stay tuned for that and watch for that. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Have a wonderful day.